Let's take a look at this problem. We want to solve the equation and express the solution in the exact form. So we got log base 9 of x minus 5 plus log base 9 of x minus 5 is equal to 1. Now let's refresh our memory on our steps. Solving a log equation. Step 1. Get everything with a log on one side, numbers on the other side. Step 2. Use properties logs or basic algebra to get a single log. When you're done with that step, it should simply say log of something. Nothing in front of the log, nothing after it, just log of something. Step 3. Use definition of log to rewrite in exponent form. This is the b to the p is equal q definition. Step 4. Solve for x. It will be linear, quadratic, or rational at this point. And then step 5. Semi-check your answer. Okay. Step 1. Get everything with a log on one side and numbers on the other side. Well, everything with the logs already over here and numbers over here, so that's done. Step 2. Use properties of logs to get a single log. We have log of something plus log of something. Remember, addition becomes multiplication. So we're going to have log base 9 of x minus 5 times x minus 5 equals 1, which is log base 9. X times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. And negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. FOIL, if you learned that technique. First, outer, inner, last. Which gives us x squared, combined together like terms. Negative 5x is negative 10x. Step 3. Use definition log to rewrite in exponent form. Remember, whatever number follows your log, the smaller set down as your base. So this is b. And then whatever follows that is your q. And then the other side of the equals is your p. And our exponential form looks like this. B to the p is equal to q. So we just plug in what we identified. We said b was 9. We said p is 1. And we said q is x squared minus 10x plus 25. Now step 4. Solve for x. This is a quadratic. And we're going to use the zero factor property, or you could use the quadratic formula if it doesn't factor. But either way, we need to get 0 on one side. So I'm going to take that 9 and move it over. Remember, when you move anything across your equals, your sign changes. So we're going to have x squared minus 10x plus 25 minus 9, which is 0 is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 16. Now this is going to factor using the Psd method. Because we have x squared, x, no x, there's no number in front of our x squared. Remember the Psd, we take our number at the end, ignoring signs, so we're going to work with 16. Now we'll come up with our 3 columns. The p column, this is all the products that give us 16. We got 1 times 16, 2 times 8, 3, no, 4 times 4. The s column, we're going to add these numbers together. 1 plus 16 is 17, 2 plus 8 is 10, 4 plus 4 is 8. The difference column, D for difference, subtract smaller from larger. 16 minus 1 is 15, 8 minus 2 is 6, 4 minus 4 is 0. Number we're always looking for is a number in a middle term, which is 10, which is right here, which means we use 2 and 8. So we got x, 2, x, and 8. Now our larger number that we're using 2 and 8, so larger one is the 8, will always be the same sign as the middle term. Middle term down here was negative, so the 8 will be negative. Number with circles in the s column, s for same signs. So if this one's negative, then this one has to be negative. And then our zero factor property says if you get 0 on one side, you factor the other side, you set each factor equal to 0. So I'll set x minus 2 equal to 0, and x minus 8 equals 0, which gives us x equals 2 and x equals 8. Maybe. Because remember, step 5 says semi-check your answers. We don't need to fully check it, but when you plug these back in, you should not have log of 0 or log of a negative number. If I put 2 back in, put 2 here, 2 minus 5 is negative 3, that would give us log of a negative number. So that one doesn't work. 8. If I put 8 here, 8 minus 5 is 3, that's not 0 and it's not negative. And this would also be 3. So our only answer is x is equal to 8.